The Julian, and Cars is back on the enabler, the Terizla. So this time I would say the Hayabusa should have a better time with the Terizla helping him.
So to be honest, while Mirko mentioned that Julian is kind of like an assassin, I actually speak to KB, and KB kind of agrees that Julian is much more of a fighter compared to an assassin. Yes, he does have the burst, but in smaller details, Julian can be so tanky in the sense that he has more health. So, and a constant source of damage as well. So yeah, again, this Julian will be very much of a menace for Rebellion Esports.
I mean, that's the versatility that we're saying could be a problem if Sans gets jumped on. Whoa, Ryota!
Great read with the quad shadow there, waiting for the flicker. Sans gonna be taken very low. Audi CS bouncing ball onto Sans' corpse. Albert will be able to find a trade here with the enhanced sight. And in the end, that actually does favor Fnatic Onic. Albert was able to take the kill, and it was Kufra. Mats gotta run away. Albert, oh, that damage is ridiculous. Shadow kill though on the CW. Albert left him, and the shadow kill was transferred over to the Roger.
They really could have maybe brought it back to that 1 minion, but this wasn't allowed. Now we're seeing a bit more of a competitive match. Let's look at the emblems by GamesMax here. Audi with the full firmness tenacity combo. Kiwo getting jumped on though.
The shadow kill.
It's gonna be okay.
He went with vitality and tenacity here, so more HP, but less resistances. But he does not go for the greedy build with the Inspire that we've seen some people go for. That makes you way too squishy. And considering that Lutpi over here might be the secondary engage tool, it's on the shoulders of Keyboy to be the main front line to walk around. But against the Zask, having that the roar, the healing from the Minotaur is going to be such a valuable tool. Look at Cars though. On the Terizla, he has more chances to make plays happen in Game 2 right here. And with the level 4, I think it might really favor Rebellion right here, depending on how this plays out. Fnatic Onic will have to try and go for some kind of pickoff before the fight even begins.
You can see already Cars there, Lutpi. Able to jump in now, gets stunned up by the dominance to set. Ryota with a shadow kill into the back. Lutpi able to flicker out to safety. A penalty zone stolen away by Sans. Another penalty zone. Cars. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did he get stunned mid-air before he used it? Because the penalty zone was cancelled somehow. And Cars thought it went through. So he did just flicker. That means he still has a penalty zone. We'll use it onto Sans. It works out in the end. Great revenge, a clap down. And now Luminous Fury will give Audi a good ride there, like a carnival ride. Sans able to dish out damage to pick off Cars in the bottom side of the map. But RBL, I think they come out on top. Albert with the lead though. Oh! Hate to see it. Audi just flying by. Wow.
Happy feet from Albert right there. Cha-cha shoes left and right. As Albert goes for the purple, though Ryota makes a play.
Again onto Albert this time. That's a shadow kill onto the purple buff to steal it away. Albert Robob not getting his purple. That's Grand Theft Purple, as Leo would say.
He didn't go for the retribution though, so Albert just missed it, I guess. And that's a great move from Ryota there to get an advantage. So far, you're seeing Audi being a lot more aggressive here with this Kufra, despite the fact that in theory, like you guys were talking about, realizing Mirko, there's just not a lot more other ways to kind of threaten the members of Fnatic Onic. It really is just this Kufra from the bushes.
Yeah, indeed. And this time around, I feel like Ryota does have that kill potential so much so that he's so free to roam around and just snipe on the players of Fnatic Onic. The Blue Bulls will have to wait for their path to glory because we have a pause coming around. We're very sorry for this.
Calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Please be patient with us.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like we are suffering some technical issues here. Technical issues.
Are we suffering? Or are we enjoying?
We're suffering from success.
Suffering from success.
Exactly.
Is technical issue a success?
No, but
The fact that
you need to suffer to get to success.
Exactly.
But what if it is a success? Because when a technical issue happens, it means that the viewers still has to be in the arena for a long time.
And
And
the technical break
Indeed.
is presented to you by Campina. So, hey, take a break.
keep cool.
And get
Stay
yourself
cool.
Campina, stay cool, and stay satisfied, because I'm always satisfied when I actually eat Campina. It's amazing.
Did we talk about this,
Do you
by the way?
eat Campina or do you drink Campina?
I crunch and munch.
Exactly. So you eat.
Right,
You eat.
I eat.
You eat ice cream, right?
Yeah.
Chefin,
he was saying,
that people say, the normal people say, the average human being would say that you would drink ice cream.
What?
yeah, that's
So,
whack.
Sheffin is in his own world.
Yeah.
We are in the Matrix. He's living in the real world where people drink ice cream apparently.
He's just built different, man. I don't know how to make sense of his statements, but I want to highlight a new phenomenon I've noticed in recent times, man.
What is it?
Whenever there's some kind of delay, some kind of pause, you see everyone's heads go down.
What do you mean?
Of course. They have a Samsung phone and they got Campina. They don't look up while you're eating Campina. They
This is
look down at
hilarious.
the Campina.
The first instant though, the first few seconds, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bit of a pause. Everyone, I think some people at home even just go, whoop, and just like look downwards because they, you know, that Samsung phone,
Yeah.
it just demands your attention.
I mean, it depends, right? If they're watching on their Samsung TV, they could just be like, swap out for a bit, change, and then come back because of how fast it is.
Yeah, it's smooth. I mean, Mirko owns one, he would know.
You would know.
I would know too.
Yeah, you saw
I
it.
wouldn't know.
You would know too.
I would.
You have a Samsung TV?
I do.
Oh,
I'm working on it.
very soon, Arashi.
Very
soon.
Very soon. It's amazing, seriously. And you
But
can
you
connect
can't
it
see
with
me
your
right now?
Samsung S24 very easily too.
Exactly.
Color calibration, all that.
Wow. That's the
Amazing.
nitty-gritties of the Samsung phone and the Samsung TV.
There's just so much features, man. I mean, you can't see it at home, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm rubbing my hands just imagining owning one of those smart TVs, man. It's gotta be so convenient.
It is. It is very convenient to watch football together with your friends.
Absolutely.
Watch Mpl-Id with your friends
Then
together.
later,
On
M6.
M6.
Ooh, I mean, come on, guys. We saw M1,
Yeah.
then M2 rise to the top. No, sorry, M2 was join the fight. That was the tagline. Then we went from joining the fight to rising to the top. Then at M4, we dared to be great. At M5, we were better than great. What will M6 be?
What would you think it will be?
I feel like we're writing ourselves into a corner.
Wait.
here.
It'll be greater
Better-
than ever.
No, better than great. M6 would be the greatest.
That's
logically,
M7.
logically, it makes
M6
sense.
it'll be greater than ever, and then M7 will be the greatest.
Yeah.
And then M8 it'll be wow, grape.
Wow, grape! Shout out to our international casters who are in on that. Wow, grape.
Wow, great.
Oh man.
Oh, fun fact.
Fun fact.
Baldwin.
Baldwin, Winata. Throughout MPL-ID Season 13, TW and Shadera were the players who managed to destroy over 100
Whoa.
towers each. TW 109, Shadera 107.
Two
So
away,
what does
Shadera.
this mean?
This means that they are very, very objective. They love their structures. They love eating turrets.
Wow.
They split a lot.
I love eating Campina. I don't want to eat turrets. I want to eat Campina.
Maybe that could be like a skin, like a turret skin, Campina.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Daynang!
Are we getting in?
Daynang! Yes! And we go back to the land of dawn. Thank you for the wait and the pause. But we have a fight going. Don't think it's going to be any much of a harmful descent towards CW. Is going to be fine and dandy, especially when a Roger is in the lane. You're going to play safely. Sans under the kill threat of Ryota. But Ryota has been so proactive, bro.
Absolutely. And usually if you're an assassin against a Valentina, it gets a bit difficult because you have 2 dashes, it's hard to get close. But with the shadow kill, it's a whole different story as Lotfi walks in, spots him.
Oh, nice try to steal. Audi turns revenge of the rage now coming down with penalties. Oh, Audi will be locked down into the sun as well. Shadow kill all on top of them. Carson swinging the hammer. Lotfi, final slash finding Ryota in the back. No follow-up right now, but Sans comes in. Dominator's the set though. Stuns him up. Moving forward, that is a 2 for 2. But Fnatic Onic walk away with a neutral objective.
And they're able to actually get a kill onto the jungler, which for an assassin, it's always a tough situation to be in. They were sacrificing their roamer and EXP for the jungle and EXP. So Audi made it out of there alive, so he is able to try once more, setting up for a play in the mid lane right here. But with Keyboy walking in, it's gonna be a bit too difficult. But look at the damage, man. The Nightmare respawn is just zapping with a glowing one already in the inventory for Suelo.
Yeah.
You see that Matt is actually still just oppressing that lane though. We've said this again and again, but the carry is surprisingly difficult to deal with in the lane. Keyboy.
Oh, I don't know if you want to go on to Keyboy there. He has a lot of HP and Audi can't take the same amount of damage. There's a question mark from Keyboy there.
Oh, Ryota.
Coming in, shadow kill over to Sans, has a sax over it, now brings it over to Keyboy, it's gonna be a double! But Sans walks away. Keyboy, the sacrificial bull, Mets! Solo killed up top by Roger. Albert walking forward now. He has the enhanced sword, but Nightmare spawned. Little Johnny
Ryota?
says no. Ryota tries to go for an assassination on Roger. Baldwin, though, says no as he holds his hand up.
Silence, he says. I'm going to recall. But man, that was a great quote-unquote bait and switch right there. Hey, never mind. Lutpi gets jumped on.
Hammer down onto Lutpi.
Whoa!
Lutpi goes for the vengeance and
Lutpi?
Lutpi! Oh wow! What did that play from Lutpi? Makes it equal on the board. Sway Low traded for a 0-2 Arlet. That is worth it.
Goodness.
Insane plays from Lutpi, man. He was a rookie last season, no longer. The experience definitely shows. In that split second, finding a play like that. Wow, Onic easily tries to return the save it.
Now Jin trying to cancel out the shadow kill, but now Boy tries to go for it in his fury. Audi flickers and blinks out of the way.
Fights non-stop left and right. And this time around, Fnatic Onic will take a breather to re-engage on the turtle. Though Keyboy under heat.
Albert winning out the red tree battle.
Oh!
Again fighting Sway Low. Forcing the Dominator's
CW?
descent now as Audi CS gets pinned down to the ground. It's a solo Dominator's descent against 3 members who are standing on top of it. How are you gonna get out, Sway Low? You can't. That's a trade though. He still finds a kill with the Nightmaric spawn. And it's gonna be Minotaur again. The sacrificial pull.
You're seeing Rebellion, a team that wants to be so aggressive, forced again and again to flicker backwards just because of the Minu and Fury. The trades are coming through though. Usually the Minotaur as the main front line doesn't work, but with Lutpi being so dynamic, so aggressive, and finding ways to catch Rebellion after they have used everything to try and seal the deal on Keyboy, it's just working out in Fnatic Onic's favor. In the neutral objective game, they're also holding a massive lead. Rebellion are just stuck here. They have no idea what to do.
Seems like Fnatic is also so good and just holding on the pressure and stem the bleeding that they had been given to by Rebellion Esports in the first few minutes. Now they're eyeing Matt under this turret. There could be a dive, but Rebellion quick on the respond.
Audi, I don't know about that. He jumps over to his demise there. Unable to find anyone. Still wanting to go in. Dominator's descent. Good damage on the CW. That's him in his Fury. And Swaylo will still be able to escape. Matha's doing a bit of damage there. San's getting stunned. Does have the, he stole the DD. Cars is walking over. Keyboy giving information over to the rest of the team. And Fnatic Onic this side. Okay, that's enough.
In the mid lane, Ryota just gets completely bullied, backed off already. Sans might be trying to go for a bait play right here. Having the damage descend, but look at Albert. He's been great, by the way, the selection. Earlier on, when Keyboy was getting jumped on, he could have gone for the enhanced sight to go for the trade immediately, but he knew that backup was on the way, so he went with the enhanced chain and bought enough time. The small details here is what matters, and with the turret falling on the top side, Onic are gonna swing towards the bottom side and go for control over this Lord.
This Lord. Now on the prio of Rebellion Esports, Fnatic Onic, they're on the opposite side of the map. Looking to make a cross map, but for Lutpi to just jump into the brush, he could make a play of himself. This time around, they have the final slash.
Isolating Cars, no one there to engage Suns. With the stolen Dominator's descent there, tries to go for a pick, but Cars will be able to flicker out to safety. Bottom lane shoved in, CW. Gonna be there, you can see the Big Johnny versus the little Nightmaric spawn. Little skirmish.
All fine.
Whoa! Oh! Stars Revenge in the raid, actually going to be used up onto Lutpi now. Matt actually dealing so much damage. Final slash from Lutpi! That brings Matt all the way back to the rest of the members. Now good shadow kill over to Albert, getting a shutdown down. Ryota able to quad shadow back away with a double kill. CW cannot deal enough damage to get rid of them. Oh, the sap! The burn! It won't take CW down, but it is good enough to zone them away. RBL are back to level on the board.
The Blue Bulls ram back. They're still fine now. The Lord will be in their eyes. Seems like Fnatic Onic, they want to let this go, Arashi.
How can they contest? They have 2 members down. Albert and Keyboy falling in that fight. The fact that the shadow kill really kind of got all outputted onto Albert there, even though he was grouping up with his teammates, that was definitely unfortunate. What's more unfortunate is that wave that pushed up on the top side never really got to crash. It just built up right in front of the turret for Rebellion. And you saw that earlier. That was Matt just catching all the gold, all of that resource, as opposed to Onic. They are going to allow some of the turrets to fall right here with the Lord pressure being too much to handle. They have to be careful with who they send in the front, man. We see now that it seems like Keyboy is the one that has to take the brunt of the damage so that Lutpi can be a lot more active around. He has a more aggressive role right here, but look at that!
Audi! What a play! A Tyrant's Revenge to catch Suns, and he wasn't able to react to that one. Ryota with a shadow kill on the bottom side of the map. Has the quad shadow to jump away, and he does. Baits out Fnatic, Onic to all clump up together with CW as the Lord is still in the bottom lane without Suns. I don't know if they have enough clear. Now they're charging again. Now we're target bench. Able to find Limpy. Penalty zone cars fighting for Limpy in the midst of it all. Jumping in. Immortality already popped earlier from ODCS. Keyboy's gonna lose his life as Cars keeps bringing the hammer down. But it's Sustain in the base turret. OCW doesn't get the kill on Cars. He's able to walk away just fine, and Rebellion crack the base open with the first Lord.
Audi has been so magical with the movements, with the Kufra, just looking for the engages and setting up his team for success. This rename feels like it has been able to give him that magical touch on the initiations.
Let's look at the replay here by our official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy S24 series. Audi going in, Cars following up. You saw the Keyboy tries to go for that Minion Fury deny, and it works for a bit, but the amount of damage available, the tankiness available for the side of Rebellion allows them to just keep going at it. Right now, their issue is Matt. The fact that this carry is just free hitting every single time, they can't really match the damage output. They can maybe deal with Suelos, they can deal with Ryotas as well to a degree, but if they allow the Matt to free hit, it's just too difficult, and they don't have an ultra tanky tank to be the front line. It's either a Minotaur or the Arlet, and both can melt significantly faster to the carry.
Yeah, you would argue that the carry as well would be very hard for her to maneuver on the team fights and blitz around, especially when they have a Roger, a Julian that could just jump into her, and Lutpi as well, that has been so on point with the final slashes, but so far Matt just dishing out the damage given and needed for Rebellion Esports. But now the items, Arashi, what does this say?
Looking at the items here, I guess you can see that Matt is on the way to the last item right here. Even though he's really not winning in gold to CW. CW went for the Great Dragon Spear. It's a lot more utility based. He does not have the Thunderbolt, so he won't be as tanky. And he's not exactly doing that basic attack shred in the DPS build either. He might be going for a Sky Piercer here to go with the executes, but Audi charges up, goes on Lutpi.
Over on the Lutpi now. Keyboy finding Minus Fury, able to stun two members, knocking him up, but Dominance is still out of Cars! With the penalty zone to lock them down. The shadow kill from Ryota is massive! And it finds two on the board. That's a double-double. ODCS traded in. Albert versus the world. It's a 4v1. Albert, can he pull it off? No! The magical moment that he did against Alter Ego back when he was in RRQ cannot happen now. RPL equalized 1-1.